Raccoons look adorable, but these furry little criminals can pick locks, remember solutions for years, and survive better in cities than some humans. Basically, nature created a tiny outlaw with Wi-Fi energy. One of the craziest things about raccoons is their paws. Their front paws are insanely sensitive and work almost like tiny human hands. They have thousands of nerve endings that help them identify objects without even looking at them. That's why raccoons can open trash cans, coolers, containers, and even simple locks. Scientists say they rely on touch more than sight sometimes. Imagine waking up at 2 a.m. and seeing a raccoon casually opening your back door like he pays rent. And raccoons actually become more sensitive when their paws get wet. So when you see raccoons tipping food in water, they're not washing it like people think. They're basically turning on Ultra HD touch mode. Meanwhile, humans can barely open a bag of chips without using scissors.
Raccoons are considered one of the smartest animals in North America. Some studies show they can solve complex puzzles and remember the answers for up to 3 years. 3 years. That means a raccoon could fail at stealing your snacks once, then come back years later like, "Round 2, buddy." Scientists tested raccoons with locks, hidden food, and puzzle boxes. Not only did they solve them, but many remembered the solutions long after the experiment ended. Honestly, raccoons don't act like wild animals. They act like tiny masked masterminds planning a bank robbery. And the worst part? They're curious. A curious raccoon is basically nature's version of a drunk guy saying, "Bro, watch this." That's why raccoons constantly get into places they absolutely should not be.
Originally, raccoons lived mostly in forests across North America. But then, humans built cities full of trash cans, leftovers, pet food, and dumpsters. And raccoons looked around and said, "So, unlimited food?" Today, raccoons thrive in cities better than many wild animals. They live in storm drains, attics, garages, rooftops, and abandoned buildings. To raccoons, a suburban neighborhood is basically a luxury resort with free room service. And unlike many animals, raccoons are fearless around humans. Some will literally stare at you while stealing food like you're the weird one. New York raccoons especially have a reputation for acting like they own the place. At this point, they're one tiny leather jacket away from starting a mafia family. Most people think raccoons just hiss or growl, but these little weirdos can make over 50 different sounds. They chirp, whistle, purr, bark, scream, and even make noises that sound oddly human sometimes. Baby raccoons are especially noisy. They constantly chirp to communicate with their mothers. Adult raccoons use different sounds depending on mood. Angry sounds, warning sounds, friendly sounds, and probably, "Hey, that's my pizza." If you've ever heard terrifying noises outside your house at night, there's a good chance it wasn't a ghost movie. It was probably 2 raccoons arguing over a chicken nugget behind a dumpster. Nature is beautiful. Raccoons are one of the most adaptable animals on Earth. They can survive freezing winters, busy cities, forests, mountains, and even near humans who constantly try to keep them away. They eat almost anything: fruit, insects, eggs, fish, pet food, leftovers, garbage. Honestly, raccoons eat like college students after midnight. They're also incredible climbers and swimmers. They can climb trees, fences, rooftops, and sometimes into places that make absolutely no sense. Like, seriously, how does a raccoon end up on the 3rd floor balcony holding half a hot dog? Nobody knows. And because raccoons are nocturnal, they do most of their chaos at night while everyone's asleep, which honestly makes sense. Every criminal movie happens at night too. So yeah, raccoons may look cute, but underneath that fluffy face is a tiny criminal mastermind surviving entirely on intelligence, chaos, and stolen sandwiches. If you enjoyed these facts, hit like, subscribe, and comment part 2 if you want more crazy animal facts and wild raccoon stories. And remember, if you hear trash cans moving at 3 a.m., just accept that the raccoons own the neighborhood now.